Here we go.
It's now more politically correct. Alright, so this is a bicycle wheel. When you turn this, you get to see angular acceleration in action. Alright, my object is speeding up. Now it's at a constant speed. You want it to slow down. We can make it slow down. Basically what's happening right now is that we are exerting torque at the gears right there. And turning the wheel will give us torque. But what we really want to focus on is, how would you do this if you didn't have a gear system set up here? So we can exert forces. A force this way, that'll speed up the bike. If you notice, my force is tangent to the circular motion. I can do that at other spots too. I can do it right here. I can get it to speed up. And I can even do it probably over here. And if I want it to slow down, I can apply this friction anywhere I want. Now, when I'm applying friction, that's going to cause torque as well. The force right now is directed in that direction against the motion. Do it somewhere else, it's going to be directed in that direction against motion. One thing I want to point out here is the force that I apply, it's always a certain distance away from our pivot point. Our pivot point is right here, the axle. This object is spinning around the pivot point. So what you have here is that you are exerting forces a certain distance from the pivot point. Our distance right now is this distance right here, which is the radius of the circle. Even if I do it somewhere else along the circle, it's still the radius of the circle away. So more often than not, when we're exerting forces on, let's say, a wheel or some sort of circular object, we're going to use the radius of the object itself as our distance to pivot point. Now, we're going to go through what moment of inertia is, because when we exert forces at a distance from a pivot point, that creates torque, and torque can create angular acceleration. If we know the torque that we're exerting, and we know the moment of inertia of the object, we can get the angular acceleration.